Warning, this video contains tea time Yorkshire news on the person Peter Jaconlli, and if you're not too sure who he is...
After decades of inaction, Scarborough has joined the lengthening list of towns and communities facing up to child sexual exploitation. The disgraced entertainer Jimmy Savile and his local sidekick Peter Jaconlli have been named by 35 people in the town as child abusers who got away with it. North Yorkshire police have finally admitted they failed to properly investigate the two men and have apologised. For years, Savile had a home in Scarborough. He boasted in his autobiography about having sex with young girls on the seafront. The police said they had no records of any alleged victims, but they did, and now it seems he was not alone. Peter Jaconlli was a businessman, councillor and mayor. He's buried a few hundred yards from Savile in the council graveyard. 32 people say he abused them. Jaconlli has already been stripped of his civic honours by the council. The police are framing their apology to those who say he abused them as a historical failure, a case of that was then and this is now. There are some who say that simply isn't good enough.
The reasons why it might not be good enough is because you may see this news report, what may give you the false impression of this man.
That this town ever produced. And to give you a clue as to his identity, well, just take a look at this.
Good evening, fellow fats of the land. Here's an overture for the overweight. It concerns the eradication of excess avoir du poil. In fact, it's a fable for the fat about Councillor Peter Jaconlli of Scarborough. I'm now going to interview Councillor Jaconlli and get his... Councillor Jaconlli! Just hang on a minute. Councillor Jaconlli!
They are playing music of the Beach Boys and commentating about how good he is at exercising for him to do the deadly art of martial arts on judo on people.
During the lunchtime I went onto the sands and I heard the lady saying to her youngster, she says, "Now don't forget to go and get the ice cream with that fat man." And I thought, well, I was a bit disappointed then, but then I thought, well, it's a landmark, they know me by it. And ever since then I've kept it there. I've enjoyed it.
You never tried to diet then?
Well, it's the story of my life is dieting. I've even been to the Weight Watchers. Oh, that was a real one, was that one. I mean, in those days, they used to cheer if you lost weight and boo if you gained. Well, I gained 5 pounds and they all stood up and cheered. So we're glad to see me go.
It's the seafront that the Jaconlli ice cream is so well known, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I had people there come year after year. People come there and say, as soon as the land is garden, have an ice cream. And then before they go away, the last thing they do is have an ice cream. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. And I have thousands of people saying, "You remember me?" I can't possibly remember everybody. But to let them feel good and say, "Oh yes, I remember you." Except for one lady who says, "I remember you serving me." She says, "When I was a little girl." I says, "How old are you?" She's 86. I go, "Oh, that's a lot."
Well, welcome to Scarborough and a world record attempt that would make most of us heave. The idea is to eat 480 oysters or more in just about an hour. And the man making the attempt on this world record, no less than the 20-stone mayor of Scarborough, Councillor Peter Jaconlli. Well, how's it going, champ?
Doing very well. I feel it passes clear. I did 512 in 48 minutes, 7 seconds. And the first 100 was the worst. I was thinking, my God, I've got to do 5 times that. And then I thought, well, 3 mayors have died while they've been in office, so here's another bugger going. There's no place like Scarborough. That is actually true. I love Scarborough. I love going on a marine drive. It's something I discovered since I retired, looking over the marine drive. No other resort has got it, not even in Italy. You go to the marine drive and just lean over the railings and the sea's right next to you. I often sit there and sort of romantically think I'm on the Queen Mary or the Queen Elizabeth, waiting to be served with a coffee or a drink.
Instead of serving other people.
That's right. And it's lovely.
Then it's playing more music, reminiscing like the sweetness of Scarborough. But there is some disturbing images right now. I mean, this I should have really, do I need to censor it? But this was tea time news, and this is what they were doing, filming unexpected kids and strange images, like even a crying kid. What is this saying?
I go there quite often and people remember me and say hello or wave to me. In fact, one day I was stood on the roadside waiting to cross over to my car, and a car went by and somebody waved, and I waved back. When I looked, there was an Alsatian dog with its tail wagging.
Which proves you're getting a bit older, perhaps.
But the secret of it all is to be nice to everybody. Love people, and they'll love you back.
But Peter Jaconlli isn't retired now, is he really, surely?
The day I really retire, I'll be in my box, and they'll say, there he is. He's done his best, didn't quite make it, but thank God for what he did.
It'll be a big box.
Ooh, double size.
Well, of course, the thing is, what was never filmed once was at the Liberal Party conference in 1977, Peter Jaconlli and Cyril Smith both eating 400 oysters, stomach to stomach.
I just could not eat I couldn't eat 40. Couldn't eat 4, actually.
Well, that's why you're the slim elfin person that we see before us.
And you, Richard.
Yes, indeed, after 25 years.
Well, tomorrow we're going to meet a man from Bradford, from my home city. And say no more than that.
I know who it is. He's very famous.
So there you are, you'll get some insight of saying that ironic, now he's dead, but yeah, all them crimes he's got away with. Now, I stumbled on this images by accident, and I wasn't very sure to actually put this on, because it is quite sickening, but it is a part of history, and it does sort of lead you that how misdeceptive this man was. And look how they presented him on the news. Strange. But it's there. History.